Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Welcome back to a new video. Today it's the video you guys been waiting for. You guys been DMing me about. It's a little late, but I wanted to make sure that I was a little bit more healed for me to be able to answer these questions for you guys. So yeah, today we're gonna be answering all your questions about my BBL procedure that I did about a month and 2-3 weeks ago. So we're going to be answering that. So if you're new to this channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to be notified every time we post a new video. And by being we, it's me and my baby boo, but she's not here right now. So yeah, stay tuned. Alright, so let's get started. So question number 1. Did you buy either Faja or take your own? If so, if you bought theirs, how did you like it? Okay, so basically, on the package, it does tell you that you're going to be needing a Faja, whatever. So they do sell one for, I believe, $180 or $150. I can't really recall. And I'll go ahead and show you guys also, like, the type of Faja. It doesn't have a name on it. It's just literally like a Faja. So I did buy that one from them, but now that I'm recovering and stuff, I have my own. I bought my own. I bought a couple actually. I bought like a black one, a nude one, and all that other stuff. So if you guys want to see that, let me know and I'll go ahead and make a video on all my favorite Fajas. How much is the pain level on the second day? 1 out of 10. Okay, so I would say the second day is still kind of bearable. Like it's okay, and it's not, to me, it's not really pain. It was more like just soreness and just uncomfortableness. It's not really like a pain or stuff like that. It was more of that. So definitely not pain. Just the second day wasn't the worst. Let's just say that. How is the process? I'm not really sure what this question means, but the process, from what I can see, the process is very easy. I literally went in there, woke up, and my body was done. But the recovery will probably have to be like the hardest part out of everything. Somebody asked why did I get a BBL? Okay, so let's see, because I feel like a lot of the questions are why. So the reason why I got a BBL was because, obviously, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I've worked out. I've always worked out. I still go to the gym and stuff like that. I'm not like crazy into health, fitness and stuff, but I do always go to the gym prior to my surgery. I just feel like the gym can only give me so much. The gym did help me gain weight with the weights. The gym did help me, you know, achieve some of my major goals that I had as far as my body wise. But it didn't give me the hips that I wanted. I wanted just like some hips. I was always smaller, but I didn't have like that hourglass shaped body, you know, and I really wanted that. So I feel like I just lost an eyelash. That's like $30 right there. Anyways, so I just feel like that's why it didn't give me, I decided to go on with this procedure. And obviously, if you've been following my journey and you've been following me for a while, then you know everything I basically went through last year with the whole, like, my brain surgery and everything. So it just had me pretty down and stuff. And once I ended up gaining my weight from my steroids, when I was on my brain surgery stuff, like, I was like, great, you know, now I have enough fat for me to be able to do a BBL. So I think that's why. So it was nothing about that had to do with me not being confident or anything like that. I think mostly it was just me wanting the hips that I wanted, because I feel like I basically look the same. I just have a little bit of hips, like more proportion to my body, and that's really more what I wanted, you know. How bad is the pain? The pain, I want to say the first 3 weeks are hell. So it's not really pain like I mentioned. It's more of a soreness. Sorry guys, I'm still super stuffy. So the other question said, should a man get a BBL? We want hourglass shape too. I don't know. I can't answer that. I want a BBL now. Congrats. Get your BBL, girl. How did it feel after waking up? Okay, crazy fucking story, guys. And I'm just gonna say this. I don't know if anybody who has gone a BBL has literally went through this as well. But literally when I woke up, I super freaked out, okay? Like, I was super freaked out. One, because obviously they do an epidural on you. I didn't know this prior to surgery. I didn't know that they do a BBL on, I didn't know that they do an epidural on you. So I was like really freaking out at the beginning. I was like, God damn, like, you know, I've never had an epidural. Like, I don't know if my ladies on here have gotten an epidural, but that shit is intense. So I don't know if you guys went through this, but when I woke up, I was literally super like just out of it, you know what I mean? I was very cold. I woke up with like shivers. Like, I had shivers, a lot of shivers. I was super cold. I woke up in like the recovery room, which is like where all the girls are at, and then I woke up right there. So then I was like really like shaky, so I was like, I'm really cold. I kept telling the nurse like, tengo frío, and then one of them finally came, was like, tienes frío? And I was like, yes, like I've been saying for the past 10 minutes I'm cold. So then I was crazy because when I was trying to get up, like I literally was trying to get up like this, and I was like, I couldn't, guys. Like, my body was paralyzed from my neck down. So I was like freaking out, and I was like, dude, I can't move my body. And I have heard stories like, if they do your epidural like wrong, like you can go paralyzed, like your whole body. So I was like, God, what in the hell is going on? Like, literally. Then they threw like a cover on top of me because I was really cold. And then once they did that, I literally passed out and woke up in my makeup room. Sorry, I'm in my makeup room. That's why I said that. I literally woke up in my actual recovery room, like where I was gonna sleep and stuff. And I woke up, and I literally, the first thing I did was like trying to move my toes, and thankfully I moved my toes. My whole body was back to normal, and I was just like, God, thank God, because I was so scared. But obviously it was still, you know, the epidural like working, because my surgery was about 4 or 5 hours, so the epidural was still on there or something. I don't really know how that works, but I was like, bro, scariest thing of my life, to be serious. Do you remember anything after the IV hit? Honestly, I just remember them coming to the room, putting the IV, then the doctor comes in and marks you up, asks you like whatever, then he walks out. I knocked out, and I don't remember. Oh no, actually they did take me to the operating room, and then I just remember being on the table, and then everybody getting all their stuff ready, and I was done. That's all I remember. How did it feel after you woke up? Honestly, I feel like I had just taken a nap. I was in no pain. I was in nothing. I felt nothing. So I was anesthesia still on there, you know. It was pretty cool that I didn't feel anything. Did you get an epidural before or after the general anesthesia? Did you feel the epidural? Okay, I did get an epidural. I did get anesthesia. I don't remember what went in first, like which one was the one that they did first, but I didn't feel anything. I do have a little incision from the epidural in the back, and I've talked to people that have gotten epidurals and they have the same incision, so I didn't feel anything at all. Like, I don't remember what went in first or what went after, like, at all. So shit, I don't know. Was it hard dealing with everyone's opinion? Okay, this one is like the perfect question. So, okay, so basically, yes, it was it was crazy because one, a lot of people kept telling me like, don't do it, you know. Obviously I didn't tell a lot of people, but the people that did know kept telling me like, you don't need it. For what? Like, so many people die from it. So many people, like, I have this new Faja and it's a little tight on me. So they were just telling me like, you know, don't do it, like, you don't need it, like, there's so many crazy things that can happen to you, blah 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 blah. And I was just like, okay, whatever, you know. Like, a lot of people's opinion was really getting to me, but my main opinion was like my wife. Like, my wife was in like all that for it. She was definitely didn't want me to get anything done. She's just like, you don't need it, Kay, like, I love you how you are, like, you're perfect, da da da. But you know, us women, we always want more, and we always want to be able to look good, and I don't know, it's just, we are never satisfied, you know. It's not that I was insecure, I just literally told you guys why I decided to get it. But yes, it was a little bit hard, but I was doing this for me and I wasn't doing it for anybody else, so I think that helped me a lot. ¿Es verdad que no puedes sentarte en solo debes que estar acostada? Ok, so sí te puedes sentar. Les voy a mostrar lo que estoy usando para sentarme. So estoy usando esta. And I have this one. Tengo esta y tengo otra que está más aflojita. So esta sí está un poco dura. So nomás tienes que poner eso en tus piernas. So va a ir aquí. En vez, cuando te vas sentando, va a estar así. Y no, o sea, no estás poniendo nada de presión en tus pompis o nada de eso. So you're not putting any pressure on your butt. So that's good. Okay, so the next thing is, ¿por qué te decidiste hacerte un BBL si ya estabas bien? Ya como les dije en la otra pregunta, yo lo hice por mí, no lo hice por nadie. Aunque la gente pensaba que yo no lo ocupaba, yo lo quería. No es que lo ocupara o sí, es algo que yo personalmente me quería hacer. Where did you get it done and how was your experience? I went to Tijuana and my experience was actually, it was good. Everyone there was so sweet. ¿Cuánto fue lo que pagaste? Okay, so mucha gente me pregunta esto, nomás que no sé bien todo. Se me hace que fueron, ay, honestamente, con los masajes y todo lo que me he hecho desde aquí, parece ya gasté como $11,000. So, ya con todo junto, que es fajas, medicina, hospital, lipo, BBL. Pero acuérdense, yo me hice un mini BBL, so no es algo, yo ya no ocupaba mucho, ¿me entienden? So cada precio de cada persona es diferente. Okay, back to the next question. How did you decide on your doctor? Okay, so this one is the thing for everyone that's inquiring a BBL, and this is a video, so do not think that I'm telling you guys to get a BBL. I'm not against people that don't like BBLs. If you are against it, you know, this is not your video, so don't watch it. But anyways, how did I pick my doctor? Okay, so my doctor, I have seen it on a couple of girls. I seen on this girl that I actually know for a while. I basically, you know, DM'd her. I started noticing that her body was looking different. I'm like, well, you know, like, I've always thought about doing a BBL, but I never thought about really going through with it and actually getting it done. So I started realizing that, like, she started looking so good. So I was like, hey, like, did you get something done, you know? Obviously, a lot of girls, when you ask them, like, they take it offensively and they don't want to share, like, what they've been doing. But this girl, so sweet, told me, yes, girl, like, you know, this is who I went to, blah, 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 and all this stuff. So I was like, okay, like, who is he, you know? Like, what did you get done? She actually got breast implants by him, and I think, like, 2 BBLs already and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, well, like, who did you go to? So she sent me his info. I started following their page on Instagram. And basically, I started looking into him. believe I was doing a good research for like 3-4 months, and I started doing like a background check. I made sure he was, you know, oh my god guys, I'm so stuffy. I made sure he was certified. I made sure like I did research and review I did research on his hospital. I did research on the nurses there, literally like to the T. Like if you want to talk about some stalker status thing, like that's what I was doing. So I was basically I did my research on them, and I made sure I kept looking at their work. I kept making sure like that I knew that, like, you know, that I was looking at their work really closely. And I started noticing that like he was doing a lot of smaller girls, like a lot of girls my figure, you know. And I feel like that's like big thing. Like you want to make sure that you're going to someone that basically is doing a lot of body types, like your body type, you know what I mean? You want to make sure that you're going to someone that is doing the things that you're inquiring, as far as like the type of body you're wanting. Like obviously you're not gonna go to someone that's gonna give you a huge ass a huge butt, whatever. If you're wanting a huge butt, then you should look for doctors that give you really big butts. But me personally, I feel like my doctor was very he was doing a lot of bodies, like my type of bodies that I was wanting. So that is why I did that. I went with him, and honestly I couldn't be any happier, for sure. Like amazing, super sweet too. Another question was, did you ask for a specific shape, or did you let the doctor do his thing? Okay, so I was already, you know, researching, doing all kinds of stuff and on different body types and everything. So I was definitely, this shirt's a little snuggy on me guys because it's a crop top, but whatever. So I did let him know before I got there. I had heard from a lot of girls that like were saying how whenever he would go in there for a consultation, it was like an in and out, so you only got seen for like 2-3 minutes. I'd make sure I got my time with him, because I was like, look, if I'm paying this money, if I'm literally putting my life in your hands, I want to make sure I like this stuff that I'm doing. Then I want to make sure that I'm very specific on what I want, you know. So I did. I ended up, you know, picking out a couple of different pictures, just a little bit more of an hourglass shape type of body. And I told him, I was like, hey, look, this is what I want. This is what I'm looking for. I want a little bit of butt. I don't want to look crazy dramatic. If you have seen my body, then you know that I do not look dramatic. I look very proportioned, very natural, which is what I was going for. So yeah, I literally showed him about 4 or 5 pictures, and he delivered, like delivered. And I'm only a month and so post-op, so just know that it's only getting better. Like right now I'm wearing a size small Faja, and I'm supposed to go get it altered. Like I'm gonna go get it altered to a bigger to a smaller one, because this one fits me like the other one that I have is the same size, and it fits me super big. So I want it, my waist is still very small. So yeah, that's what I made sure that I told him, that I wanted a super like hourglass shape, and he delivered for sure. Pain, 1 out of 10 being the worst. Okay, so the first couple of 2 weeks, I'm definitely gonna have to say that it was like a 10, because you cannot do anything. You can't get up. You definitely need someone to be here with you and like taking care of you, because you're not even gonna be able to shower alone, like nothing. Like I literally had my wife like take care of me, and like just basically like, you know, shower me, bathe me, anything that I had to do, like because I can't bend down and it's very uncomfortable. Like, so it was just more uncomfortableness, but I would definitely say like to the like a level of 10 on uncomfortableness. Pain level, I don't know, like pain probably like a 5. I guess everyone does take pain differently, but I definitely want to say that it was like a 5. I know everyone's different. What is a good amount to save on a BBL? Okay, so depending on the doctor that you're gonna go to, you want to make sure that you're at least saving like 10 to 12,000. I think that's a good amount, because they do tell you, like, make sure that, you know, it depends if you just want a BBL, whatever, just because there are always going to be extra costs to it. The products that you have to use, the BBL, everything, you have to buy that out of pocket. So I probably want to say that I spent a good like $600 to $500 on just stuff that I was going to need after my recovery. Probably that, because I wanted to make sure that I was comfortable with everything, and I was comfortable after my surgery. So I made sure I bought myself like everything that I wanted, you know, as far as like BBL pillow, you know, your arnica, freaking fajas, foams, boards, everything. So just make sure, depending on the doctor you go to, it all depends. If you are inquiring my doctor for BBL, I can't exactly give you a price. You can contact them, and they'll give you like a very good estimate. But as far as that, I would say that amount, because by far right now, and it's only a month and a half, I spent over $11,000. But that's because my massages, my procedure, my hospital stay, my medicine, like all of that. So that's why. Where in Mexico did you go? I went to Tijuana. Oh my god, what hurt more, your BBL or getting your implants? Okay, so my boob job, I want to say that I probably would say that the implants hurt more, for sure. Yeah, I think that. Why did you do it in Mexico? Okay, I did it in Mexico because I wanted to make sure that I was completely in love with the doctor that was gonna do my body. I wanted to make sure that it was everything that I was wanting, and I was searching for doctors here. I had done a little bit of research in doctors here, but I was just not pleased, I would say. Not that there isn't any good doctors. There is plenty of good doctors here. I just, for the type of body that I was wanting, I was just wanting to go to Mexico instead. And someone said, another question that they asked me was the doctor's info. So I'm gonna put it on here, and I'm gonna tell you guys why I chose this doctor and why I decided to go with him. So the most common question asked is, who was my doctor? Okay, so my doctor was Dr. Alonso Rosales, and he is located in Tijuana, Tijuana, Mexico, and he is at he works at Baltic. He is, I believe he's like the only doctor at Baltic. I can't really, you know, I know that the only doctor that does BBLs, I believe. So yeah, he's the one that did my surgery. You can look him up on Instagram under Baltic Surgery, and he is on there. They post their work, everything. Amazing staff. I had no issues with them. Honestly, it was just the experience that everyone should go through, I believe, as getting a BBL, because you always want to make sure that you're in good hands. You never want to make sure that you don't know where you're going, you know what I mean? You just want to make sure that you're sure about this, because it will mentally exhaust you. It's not an easy ride. It's definitely not for the weak, and that's something that I've always said. Surgeries are very intense. You're putting your life in someone's hands, and you just want to make sure that you do your full, you know, your full research, because it's a big thing, and I cannot stress it enough. Make sure before your surgery you're drinking your water, you're hydrating, you're doing everything the doctor tells you due to pre-surgery. You want to make sure you're doing it all, because it's not easy. If you're like not okay when you get there, they will not do your surgery, guys. They will not, because when I was there, don't get me wrong, I had a couple girls on there that they were there getting ready to go into surgery, and they weren't able to. One, because their hemo was low. So make sure that when you're getting tested, they do tell you, like, do you want to do the testing couple days prior to surgery, or do you want to do it over there? So what I did, I asked to do my surgery, my testing there the day of, so it does take a little longer. And I also did it over here. I have a hair in my mouth. I also did it here, so I made sure I went to a doctor that my friend recommended, because she also got a procedure done. So I went here and I got all of my blood work done, make sure my hemo was good, my iron was good, everything. I was healthy, you know, for the surgery. If you guys do want that doctor's number also, I will put his info down below as well, and you guys can you know, reach out to him for all your blood work and stuff here in Arizona. And if you do want to get it done over there with the doctor, you can do that too. I also got it done there when I got there. So he basically did my full-on testing. They did your heart rate, they do like literally everything, which I was so pleased with. I was so happy, because they were so careful about every testing, and if your testing came back low, whatever, they will not do your surgery. Because I was there and they turned down, I want to say like 3 girls. They turned down like 3 girls that same day, because one, their iron was probably low. So make sure that you're eating good and stuff like that, and keeping your iron at the you know, at normal. Make sure that you're keeping your iron at normal, doing everything that you're supposed to do prior. Make sure you read instructions, make sure everything. So if you were as small as me and you're thinking about doing a procedure, make sure that you're drinking the and I think they're called like Ensure shakes. Let me see if I still have some to kind of show you guys what they look like. Ooh, it's a little dark in here. To show you guys what they look like. These helped me, guys, gain so much weight before surgery, which is what I wanted, because I wanted to make sure that I had enough, like, fat enough for them to be able, I do have some, I didn't drink them all, but I wanted to make sure that I had enough fat for them to be able, you know, for me to be able to see my results a little bit better. So you want to make sure you gain a little bit of weight, because if you are way skinny, it will not literally like work for you. It's literally, because you gotta know that you do lose about 40% of all the fat, or only 60%, I believe, stays in your body. 60% of the fat that they do inject on you. So this is what the shakes look like. You guys can screenshot it, whatever. That's what the shakes look like. So you want to make sure you're drinking those if you want to gain some weight. Make sure you're eating a lot of salmon, a lot of chicken, a lot of everything, because you want to make sure that you have enough fat for that booty to be fat. Okay, so I want to say I probably gained like 30 pounds, but nobody knew because I wasn't showing. But I gained about 30 pounds because that's something that I really wanted to do, and I wanted to have great results, you know. So yeah, that's what I did. So that is my tip to you guys. But if you guys do want another video on something else or something I didn't cover in this video, please send me a DM or send me a video ideas. But ooh, I got tired. But yes, recovery is going great. A month today, and about 3 weeks. I'm going on 3 weeks. So everything has been good, you know. And thankfully I'm keeping up with my massages, doing at least 2 to 3 massages a week. I was doing 5 to 6, but now I'm only doing 3 to 2, I believe. So make sure you're keeping up with that, because that's what's gonna give you like the most results. It's not gonna be like, you know, the doctor did my BBL and we're done. Like, no, like it literally takes so much from you. I'm gonna be going back to the gym in 3 weeks, working on my booty. I'm gonna be doing a lot of lower body to make sure that I'm keeping my butt. I want to make sure that I'm not losing any of the fat. I look very natural. As you guys saw right now when I showed you guys, my body is looking so snatched and I'm so happy. I couldn't be happier. Obviously I still have a lot of recovery to do, but so far so good. So yeah guys, I hope you guys like this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are new to this channel and this is the first time you see my face or my boo's face, my boo's not here right now, but if you go to our other videos, then you'll see her. And if it is the first time, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we will be back with more videos.